Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how to take your brows from this to this, then continue watching. I'm just going to take my glasses off and I'm just going to show you my way of filling in my brows and most of the people that I do how I fill their brows in. So the first thing that I'm going to use, I like to use a brow gel more so than a pencil. And this is the Cream Brow Gel by Benefits Cabral in the number 6. So I like to use this one, and if not that, I'll use Dip Down from MAC or Low Lights from MAC. But Low Lights from MAC has been a little dark for me lately, so I haven't really been using Low Lights. I also like to use a concealer. The concealer that I've been using lately is the MAC Select Cover Up in the color NC50, and it's the same one I have right under here. This is more of my everyday kind of concealer under my brow. If I want something a little more dramatic, I'll do like an NC45 in this, or I'll use a different concealer. I've used ones from NYX, so many different companies I've actually used, but right now this Select Cover Up is the one that I actually like. I have my spoolie. This one I got from CVS years ago. I need a new one. It's falling apart. I use my Oval 3 brush from MAC, and I use my 266 brush from MAC as well because I like the way it's so small and it's so thin. I really like the way it is. And I also have my Ready Set Brow from Benefits as well. I use this to set my brows at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my brows. I don't like to use the brush that comes in this. To me, it's not that great. So I prefer to use this one, and I'm just going to take it and just dip my brush in the product. And the way that I do it, I'm going to try to get as close as possible, is I take my spoolie and I'll brush my brows into the direction that I want them to go. And then I usually start like right at the base of my natural brow, and I'll start at the bottom. Hopefully you all can see this, and I'll just kind of take my time and make like short strokes to kind of etch it out. So usually I'll just start on the bottom and then I'll go through on the top and go ahead and fill it in so I could kind of see. I outline it first just to kind of see the shape coming together, and then I'll go back in and kind of lightly use hair-like strokes and fill in the middle. And I don't go all the way to the front. I always leave like a little bit of a gap so I can blend that when I get closer to the end. And I'll go back in my brow gel a little bit because I don't like to use too much product. And I'll go back and I'll continue on the bottom and just kind of shape it out a little bit more. And then I'll go back on the top. And I like to take my time on the arch on the top because sometimes I go too fast and I mess it up. Okay. Okay, there that goes. Now I'm going to take my spoolie and just kind of spread the product through, because that helps to soften it up so it won't be too terribly dark for one. And then at the front, it helps to blend it a little bit more so it doesn't look so boxy and so harsh. Okay, and now I'm going to take my concealer, which is the NC50 in the Select Cover. And the brush that I'm going to use to put that on, which I forgot to mention in the beginning, it's an eyeliner brush, I think, from e.l.f. I only paid $1 for it from Walmart. I got this a few years ago. But I usually start right under the base again and just take my time and kind of etch it out. And again, this is like my everyday concealer for when I don't want like my brows to be too dramatic underneath. I just kind of follow it. Then I'll take my brush and just pull all of the product down.
Searching for the perfect movie? Then you've come to the right place. From new releases to Hollywood classics, there's a huge selection.
And then I'll take my Oval 3 brush and I'll just blend underneath it.
And if you like the classics, be sure to look for these great.
And that's how I blend it. Now if it's just a regular everyday and I'm not going anywhere, I might put a little bit of the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder on the concealer just so it won't move. And I'll use some of my Studio Fix perfecting powder or my Studio Fix press powder to cover up that concealer a little bit. But this is like how I look on a normal day. And it looks real natural. A lot of people swear that my brows are natural, and it's not. But if you have any questions or comments or anything at all, just leave them down below. And thank you for watching.